Thank you, sir. That is a great gesture of you that you are helping others also. I'm not video ready, sir. Sorry that I'm switching off my video, but I'm there. You please continue, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, definitely. So let's start with a prayer and then we'll go ahead. God, we thank you and praise you for who you are. We thank you for everything that you have done in our lives. We have complete faith in you that you are taking care of us, and we surrender our needs to you. We request you to abide with us and help us in this learning and teaching program that we are taking up. We pray that everybody who is enrolled for this program would complete all the levels, level 1, 2, 3, and 4, and find a beautiful job that they can have for their lives and have an enriched life all through their life. Okay, so I'll take a couple of minutes to tell the purpose of this training. The reason why it is important is because we should not deviate from the purpose that we are that we have started this for. So the purpose that we have is ultimately for the glory of God. So we all are learning this so that ultimately God can be glorified. 2 years back, we had from Rejola, we had taken a decision that we will try to do some service to the society. So that is something that we started. We called it as Reach, so that we could reach more people, especially those who do not have a background of IT, or who cannot afford or who does not have the guidance required. So we decided that we'll do some activity. We call it as Reach. You can observe it on reach.rejola.com. So this particular activity that we are doing, this free training, is from this initiative that we started quite some time back. We thought of various ideas, but I think this is the one that has really hit the right note, and it is going in the right manner. And our aim is to help everyone to complete all the levels of training. Level 1 is basic, where you learn how to create websites. Level 2 is little advanced, where you learn how to create softwares. And level 3 is basically you do a dummy project, something that we would just ask you to do, and then you can practice all the aspects that you learned in level 1, level 2. Level 4, as I said before, is a live project. So once you clear level 3, you will be given a live project, and at each level you will receive a certificate where to do. So you can use that certificate. We would courier a physical certificate to you, so you can use that certificate. Let me mute. Yeah. So you can use that certificate as your achievement in your academics or extracurricular activities. So one thing that I want to tell when I take you through this particular class is that please understand, don't be in a hurry. Few of you might have a background, like Juno has completed her first level. That's because she had a background of creating websites. So few of you may have a background and you may finish few levels in very fast, in a week or two. But don't get disappointed even if you take 2 months to clear a level or 6 months to clear a level. Don't get disappointed. Only thing is, stay committed, stay focused, stay determined, and commit yourself 8 hours every day without fail. Now don't think that Saturday and Sunday has come, so I will take rest. No, in fact, Saturday and Sunday I would suggest you do 10 hours or 12 hours. Commit yourself into learning, and you will be able to do much faster. And as we all know, there is no quick fix for success. You have to go through learning. You have to spend time in learning. That's the only way you will ever become successful. So please be patient, be disciplined, learn daily, improve daily, become eligible, and deserve a great job. That is what I would say. And track your time on training.rejola.com, so that we are aware as to how much time you are spending in training every day, because that's very critical for us to know what you're doing. There is no other feedback mechanism we have. So we will know exactly what you're learning, whether you're doing HTML, PHP, or MySQL. We will know precisely what you're doing, and it will help us to understand you better and guide you correctly. So please use training.rejola.com. Don't ignore it, and directly keep learning. It is not. It is only half-baked dish. So please log into training.rejola.com and log in your time over there, and have a great life, thanking God all along and all through your life. So anything good that is happening is because God has found a way for you. So I really congratulate you for being here and wishing you all the best in investing your time and having an excellent career for you in the future. So I'll come to the next one. So now what we will do is each one of you will have to unmute yourself and speak for like around 30 or 40 seconds and tell a little background about yourself. Like, what is your, why do you want to attend this training? A small, short, less than a minute. Please do not take so much time. Less than a minute. Why are you attending this training? What are you expecting to get out of this training? So can we start? Please unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah, can I start, sir?
Yeah, please.
Nagalakshmi here.
Please go
Okay, sir. Nagalakshmi here. I'm a BCom graduate. I had my 2 government jobs, but I left the job due to various family commitments. I was a staff in High Court of Kerala, but I left Kerala in the year 2009 and we settled in Bangalore. And then again, after coming to Bangalore, I've been appointed as a grade 1 officer in Bharat Earth Movers Limited. You might be knowing BEML. And there also, because of my precious pregnancy and other complications, after 2 months work, I had to leave that job also. But in between joining these jobs, I had a corporate side experience of around 13 plus years. I had worked in an airline and I had worked with media like Kairali TV and Amruta TV. And I was into sales as well as the administration part. And then later I left the complete administration job and I joined the sales part. And I was a sales manager for 2 leading insurance companies, and around 4 plus years I spent there. And I could come out with flying colors in the sales and marketing also. And after that, when I had to think about my family, I had to leave the job, and then I'm at home only. But still, I don't want to sit at home and waste my time. So in 2018, I tried to attend the entrance exam from this QMath, and I attended their exam and I got certified as a certified QMath teacher. So from 2018, I'm working as a QMath teacher, and my home is my center, and the kids will come here and learn from me. And now I have 20 plus kids in my credit, and I'm teaching till 8th grade. Now I'm leaving 8th, and now because QMath is a little bit more for a normal child. So from UKG,
it's taking a little longer. If you can just tell why, because there are so many, I want to give an
Yes. Yeah, I reached that point. Yeah, QMath has started coding for kids, and I already got the training in coding. So the basics blocks coding I have already learned. So I felt like I need some more information. I need to get some more training on this coding background. Then it was the only solution, like to learn the software part.
Amazing.
So I was thinking, what should I do to increase my knowledge in the software part so that I can teach the children very nicely till 8th grade, the coding part. Then suddenly I got this chance to join your team, and like HTML, CSS, and all they were telling to learn. The same time I got to connect with you, and I'm feeling very blessed that at the right time I joined your team. Now I have a basic demo happening in the coming week for teaching the basic coding classes. So once I clear that, they will ask me to attend the advanced demo. By the time I can finish 1 or 2 sessions of the software curriculum also, I hope. Thank you.
Yeah, all the best. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you. That was awesome. So God has really
Thank you so much.
brought you in the correct path. Amazing. So can we have Mr. Victor sharing, please? Like, why do you want to attend this training? What is your purpose behind, Mr. Victor? Can you unmute and say?
Yeah, hi. This is Victor. I know Thomas for almost 1 year. I hope he will not remember me. We met in the Don Bosco job fair.
Okay.
Okay. So I have sent a couple of the students. I was a professor for Savita, taking care of the complete placement and training division.
I remember very well. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Okay. So now, since I'm doing my MS in Annamalai University, I wanted to know more about the softwares because we are using more of the softwares in the current era.
Okay.
The modernization of the industry is completely into softwares now. So we have started using this from the base level, C, C++, Java, .NET, and now the country and the world is turning into AI and IoT and stuff like that. So just wanted to make myself equipped from
Amazing.
the base.
Thank you.
And I know you very well, so I just wanted to join this. And
Thank you. Thank you very much. You've grown a big beard, so it's a little difficult to recognize.
yes,
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So can we have Suganya please unmuting and telling us, just take a minute to tell as to what is your purpose behind doing this particular training. So yeah, please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to everyone. Why I joining this training means I boost my knowledge and the career. I improve my knowledge also. I would like to work in IT field. That's all, sir.
Okay, very good.
And then
So you have a IT education also, or what's your education background?
education background means
Like what have you done?
education.
Have you done your BCA or BE engineering?
I completed BTech IT, sir, in 2012 batch, sir.
Well, okay. So there are around 8 years of gap is there. So now you worked before,
Yes,
or
sir.
this is the first time? You've never worked before.
Sir, I work in 2013. I work, sir, in PHP background, sir.
Okay, that was in IT, or what was the work?
Yeah, that's an IT company, sir.
Oh, very good.
The company name is Ambala Infinity Solutions, sir.
Very good. Okay. So all the best. I hope you will be able to get what you are getting out of this, whatever you're expecting out of this particular. It's going to be a longer duration, so I hope you will catch up faster and go much faster than I will go, because I will be going very slow, keeping in mind everyone. So I hope you will learn faster and go much faster in your learning. So all the best. Of course, the Saturdays we will have a lot of questions and answers. So any questions you have, we can answer. All the best. So Jasmine, can
Thank
you
you, sir.
also please share, just take a minute and share, like, what is the purpose behind you doing this training? Jasmine, can you unmute and share, please? Okay, I'm not sure if Jasmine is there. So we'll continue. So what we'll do is this Saturday training, it will be more of a question and answer. And if you do not have a question, then I will go into the course content and pick up a topic and start talking. Okay. So if any of you have a specific question, you can ask me. Just unmute and ask me specific question on whatever the course content is. Let us know. You can also go outside, but ultimate purpose is to stick to the course content that we have. So if you have any specific question, unmute and ask. There is no silly question or no wrong question. Everything is a good question, because we all have to be practically equipped. So please unmute and ask any question you have. We'll discuss on it, and I can even do some practicals also. You have any questions you would like to ask specifically?
Not exactly, sir, because I have not properly started yet. Just I have gone through the HTML details.
Okay.
I will definitely come back with a lot of doubts, sir. Thank you.
Sure, definitely. Suganya or Mr. Victor or Jasmine, you have any questions? No. No. Okay.
so far no, sir.
No. Okay. So what we will do is, in my daily YouTube thing, what I'm covering is I think up to I was about to start CSS. That is what I was about to do. So cascading style sheets is what I was supposed to start. So maybe we will go a little bit on that, and if at all you get some questions as we are trying to cover them, maybe you can ask me. So let me just open that particular file that we created last time. So we were here. So I'll still open it with a notepad. Of course, there are many advanced editors, but as of now, I think whatever in notepad will be sufficient. So I will save this. 18, and I will probably do a little bit of CSS, an intro to CSS, okay? CSS cascading style sheet. So, and let me open this file on the browser. Yeah, So this is what we did last time. Okay, this is what we have seen here. And basically cascading style sheets, the idea is like here, if you see most of the things that you're seeing here is black and white, except the photo, because it was taken in color, it's come like this. Now if I want to change the color of something, or if I want to change the position of something, in HTML language it is called styles. How do I change the style of the layout, or how do I change the font, the size, the color, the position? All these things can be achieved through cascading style sheets. So it is something that is added onto HTML. So HTML gives you a structure like this. You can do all these things and put HTML content and create a page like this. But if you have a option of adding styles to it by putting some CSS commands. Okay, some CSS commands. I will just directly jump into something here, and then I'll create some change in style, and with that I will try to explain a little more. Okay, so for example, here if you see this particular paragraph that we created, hello training, that is over here. Okay, this particular hello training over here. Let us say I want to change the color of that hello training to red. So what I can do is I can just type inside the opening tag. Inside the opening tag, I can type style. Okay, I can type something called style. Now, basically, once I put the word style there, the browser recognizes that some CSS code is going to be put over there. That is what it recognizes. So I can put style here, and I can say the style value. I can say equal to, and I can put the values inside double quotes. Double quotes. I can put double quotes and put the value inside that. And what I can say is, I can say color is red. Okay. Now, if you see the color, it is not COLOUR, it is COLOR. That's the spelling used for HTML, CSS. And certain colors it recognizes directly, like red, blue, green. All the primary colors you can directly type it over there. Whereas there are few colors, the colors are infinite. You can go to any shade of red, any shade of green, any shade of blue. For that, there is another way of doing it. But as of now, I am going with a standard red color, a primary red color. So let us see, once I save this, and if I refresh this page, you can see that hello training has become red color. Now, why this has happened? As I said, we have added a style sheet here. We have just put a style, or we have added a styling here. Now I put the styling inside the paragraph tag. Okay, so this particular element, that is the opening and closing of this particular element, has got the style. Okay. Now if I want to make the whole thing as red, that is the second paragraph also. That is, I think what I'll do is I'll move this to the left and I'll move this to the right. Okay. So if I want to change the entire, that is this free job assistance also as red, what I have to do is I have to just take this style here, okay, and I'll have to put it inside the div. Now why did I put it inside the div? Because the div is enclosing till here. So the opening tag of div is here and the closing tag of the div is here. So since it's enclosing the whole, both the paragraphs, if I put the style on the upper element or the outer element, automatically the inner elements also will get the style. That simple it is. So if I save this and if I refresh this page, you will see that the free job assistance also will become red. It is that simple. Okay, cascading style sheets are pretty simple. Now, if you ask me, again, I have covered this particular concept in one of my previous classes. Now, if you ask me, do I need to remember every single command of CSS? No need. Okay. See, for example, let us say I want to make this as bold. Okay. And I don't know how to do it. I don't remember how to do it because of course I know because I've been doing this for many years. But let us say you just know that I want to make this bold. How do I make this bold? The simplest way to do it is just Google search it. For example, how I learn new things. Okay. As I keep saying, what you need to remember is not the syntax or not the command. What you need to know or what you need to have the quality is how clearly are you thinking? Is your objective clear? Is your purpose clear? And the way you can Google and get it, because it is practically not easy. I mean, I wouldn't say impossible. It is not easy to remember every single command of every single programming language. It is, and it is not worthwhile also. It is not important at all. What is more important is your clarity inside your brain. That's more important. So if I want to make this as bold, for example, my intention is to make this as bold, these two lines. What I will do, I'll just open another tab. I'll say HTML, CSS, bold. And once I do this, what usually it will lead me to a way of doing it. So for example, W3 Schools has come, CSS font weight property. So I would read a little bit, or I'll go through some other links here. I'll just open it. And you will see that all you have to do is something like this, okay? There is something called font weight normal, font weight bold, and font weight 900. So I'll pick up this font weight bold, okay? So I'll just copy this. I'll come to the code here, and after I have put color red, okay, I will place the font weight bold. I just copied that and put it here, okay? Now I think I'll increase the font a little bit so that I'm not sure if you're able to see it. So let me see if I can increase the font. Yeah. So what I have done is I have I put the font weight bold here, okay, and I'm saving this, and I'm coming back to this, and I just refresh the page. So you can see it has become bold. So what I'm trying to say is, what is more important in doing programming is not that you remember every single command and syntax, because that will anyway come over a period of time. See, for example, now if I have searched and found this is the way I have to make it bold, that means next time when I have to do it, automatically my brain may remember, and hey, it's font weight bold. I may be able to type it and do it. So as you keep practicing over a period of time, these things will automatically come to you. Okay. So now let us say, for example, I want to do one more thing. I want to move this particular, this hello training and free job assistance little to the right. I want it moved to the right on the screen. That is what I want to do. Now, how would I achieve it? Of course, I can Google it and search it, but I will tell it, because it will be easier to complete it. There are two properties in CSS, cascading style sheet, called margin, M-A-R-G-I-N, margin, and another one is padding. Okay, margin and padding. Now this is a concept that you really need to understand, because this gives a fundamental. These are basically fundamental basics ideas. So CSS, margin, and padding. What is the difference between CSS margin and padding? So let me see if I can find an image and explain with that. Yeah. So I think this particular image is good for us. We can go ahead with this. Okay. So here, so let me tell you what is a padding and what is a margin. So margin is basically if you take a particular element inside HTML, like div element, paragraph element. So we saw that in the code. Okay, we take a particular element, and if we define a particular margin to it, it is the space outside the element. Okay, it is the space outside the element. So for example, here if you see the green color, whatever is there, that green color is the element or the div element or whatever, the green color. So here they are showing that margin. You can see margin here on the top, on the right, and on the bottom. So it is outside that, whatever space is required, the space required outside a particular element is called margin. And whatever space inside, for example, when we are small and in school, or in exams, when we write our exams, when we take a paper and we want to leave a margin on the left side, what we do is we fold a little bit, an inch of space, and then we write. Okay. Now, though in our language we call that as margin, in computer language that space is called padding. You are moving away from the corner to a little bit inside, and then you are starting to write. Okay, that's called padding. So padding is a space inside the element, and margin is the space outside the element. For example, if you take a white paper and if you're writing your exam, and if you're keeping it in the corner of the table without any space between the white paper and the table, it's called zero margin. You don't have any margin there. But if you move the paper a little bit away from the table and leave around 1 inch, and then you're writing, it's called you have a 1 inch margin to the corner of the table. But if you're folding the paper and also leaving a little space inside the page, that's called padding. Okay, so margin and padding. Now this concept is little important, because once you understand the fundamental difference between margin and padding, your styling becomes little better. You will be able to handle your page layouts little better. So what I will do is, as I said, my objective is I want to move that hello training and the free job assistance. I want to move it to little right side. Okay, I want to move it a little right side. Let's say I want to bring it till here. This paragraph P is there, no? Till that distance I want to bring it. I want to move it to the right. Now I can achieve it with through two ways. I can either create a margin on the outside of this div. Here, you have this div here. I can create a margin on the left side, which will be outside margin space, or I can create a padding inside, okay, of the div, and say that inside the div you move the content right. Both will work. Both of them will work. So let us see how it is done. For example, here I will add one more. So we made it red, we made it bold. Now I will add one more. I will say margin hyphen left. Okay, margin left. You can even add margin right, margin top, or margin bottom. But as of now, I want it on the left side of it. I want a margin so that it can move to the right. So if you say margin left, let us say that particular distance is approximately 60 pixels. Now, what is a pixel? Pixel is each dot displayed on your screen. Okay. Now, 60 pixels on a high resolution screen may be very small. It may be little, but on a low resolution screen, it may be a little bigger. Now, if you did not understand what I just said, please read about it. It's not scope of our discussion, so I'm not covering too much. So let us say I'm putting this margin left as 60 pixels. Okay. I am saving this and I'm refreshing this thing. You can see that it has moved to the right. Okay. So what has happened is the div is over here. The div is over here, and on the left of the div, the space has come. Okay, the 60 pixels space has come. Now, if I want to inspect this, I can just right click. I can go, sorry, I don't know what I did. Okay, right click, yeah, reload. No. Right click and then click on inspect. If I click on inspect, now you will see something here. Okay, you will see when I go to the div, you will see that there is the div, and then there is a margin on the left. You can see an orange space on the left of that particular block. Okay, and the div itself is coming as blue with that hello training and free job assistance written inside. Okay, let me just move this a little bit here. Okay, so you can see that the div itself starts from starts from there, and on the left side of it you can see the orange color coming. Now let me for example, instead of keeping it as margin left, let me just change this to padding left. Okay, as I said, if you understood it correctly, this also will give the same effect. So if I refresh this, nothing should happen, because whatever margin was outside, I just made it inside now. I put it inside the div. So it should still work correctly according to the logic. So let me just refresh this and see what happens. So you'll see that it has not moved. Nothing has happened. Reason is because the outside margin that is there, I just made it 0. I've removed it, and instead I put it inside as a padding. Okay. So now if I do a right click and inspect, okay, and if I take my cursor on top of the div, you can see that the color on the left has changed from orange to green. Okay, earlier it was an orange color, now it has become green, indicating that there is a different kind of a property there. It is no longer a margin. It is something that has come inside, and it has become a padding. Now let me just see whether I can do this. I can make it as padding 30, and I can also add a margin left as 30 pixels. So basically what I'm saying is, outside the div there is a margin of 30, and inside the div there is another padding of 30. So again total is 60. So again when I refresh the page, it should not change. The position should not change. But if I inspect the element with inspect, we should practically see two different colors there. I have not tried this before, so I hope it will work correctly. So let me refresh the page. Yes, it has not changed. It is as it is. So now I am right clicking and I am inspecting here. So it has come here. So perfect. You can see that both the colors are coming. You can see an orange color on the left, which is the margin of 30, and you can see a green color also on the left side, which is the padding of 30, and the total distance is shown. Now, this understanding of margin and padding is, as I said, is a little fundamental, because in most of the cases when it comes to layout of a website, this is where many of us make a mistake. If we don't understand this concept of margin and padding correctly, the page will not align itself. It will go, in all different places. So it will not, give the desired result that we want, and we will have no clue why the elements are moving around. Why is this going like this? Why is this? I am trying to put it here, but it is going somewhere else. So these confusions will come. So we have covered a little bit today, not much. As part of I have to log in and I have to put whatever entries I have made into training.rezola.com. That's mandatory. So let me just do that now, and then we can. So now what you can do is, if any of you have a question, please unmute and ask. You can ask me and we can discuss, because we have just 3 more minutes left. So if you have any questions, please unmute and ask. We can discuss and we can close today's session. Any questions? Or it was perfectly clear? Any questions you have, you can ask.
Not perfect, sir, but we'll get back to you.
Okay. Anyone else? Suganya or Mr.
So far, so good.
Okay, so far so good. Okay. So my only humble request to all of you is, please spend time, because I am talking all these things based on, I've been doing HTML, CSS, PHP for the last 9 years. So I may have a lot of concepts inside, and I may be telling a little bit, and I may assume a lot of things that you might have understood, this, that, but I may not really connect with you well. So please do not hesitate, and please ask me whatever doubts you have. Spend as much time as possible in learning during the week. It is quite important. So we learned CSS bold, we learned margin, we learned color, and we also learned padding. So these are things that we completed today. I mean, at least I hope you have understood, and you're going to practice, because if you're not going to practice, there's no way you'll be able to clear level 1 and then go to the programming sides of things. This is the absolute basic level of programming. The next one that we would be going level 2 is a little more advanced, where you will learn variables and for loops and all those kind of things. So if this is not clear, if you're not practicing here, that's going to be a bigger nightmare. So that's it for today. We have around 1 minute left. Thank you all for attending. I will share this video in the group, so if anyone has missed, they can also attend. Thank you very much. I'll end the session.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you for unmuting. Would you like to share what is the purpose of you doing this particular training? Just take a few seconds, and can you share?
Actually, I'm running an orphanage.
Okay.
I'm not too educated,
Okay.
just a little bit, but in our home growing, so I need learn something
Okay.
to grow up our home in
Okay.
social media. So
Okay.
just why I want to learn something.
Very good. All the best, and do let me know how we can help you. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Victor. Thank you for that remark. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.